right, today, boys and girls, we're going to do knowledge lesson number 3. And the title of this lesson is called "And a Cluck Cluck There." Let's start out by singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and let's just sing the cow since we talked about the cow, okay? Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O, with a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, here moo, there moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. So today, yesterday we talked about cows, and we learned some things about cows. What are female cattle called? Who remembers? Leah. The girls. What's the girl cows called? The girl cattle called. They're called cows, right? And what are the male cattle called, Dylan? Bulls. That's right. Yeah, they are called bulls. And who remembers what a baby cattle's called? Piper. A calf. Good. We get dairy products and beef products from cows, right? All right. Well, today we're going to talk about hens or chickens. What sounds do chickens make? Do you know what chickens eat? Brooklyn, what do chickens eat? Chicken food? That's a good guess. Yeah. Why do farmers have chickens? Do you know why they have chickens, Rosie?
To get eggs.
To get eggs? That's good. Yeah. Have you ever seen a real chicken?
Yes.
Yes. Where have you seen a real chicken before, Leah? Do you have chickens at your house? Yeah. And the coop? In the chicken coop? Is that their house? Their shelter? Yeah. Levi, have you ever seen chickens before?
Yeah, and I have tons of chickens, but some died. You came to my house and didn't see a lot.
Yeah, Levi actually does have chickens at his house. He does. He sees them. Levi, what do you feed your chickens?
Chicken food and worms and sometimes I have fake worms and I put chicken feed in them and then I feed the worms to the chickens.
Oh, okay. Well, today, boys and girls, I want you to listen carefully to learn more about the main idea of today's lesson. And the main idea of today's lesson is going to be chickens. Okay? All right,
Chicken.
Here we go.
Chicken?
Old MacDonald here again. This time, I want to tell you about my chickens. I have a few chickens on my farm, but some farmers have lots of chickens. Chickens are birds, but they do not really fly. Like any bird, chickens have feathers, feet, beaks, and wings. But chickens cannot fly. They can flap their wings, and sometimes a chicken can get a few feet off the ground or even to the top of a shed of a roof. But chicken bodies are not suited for flying. So chickens may be able to get this high, but they can't really fly in the sky like a real bird. Some farmers let their chickens out in the yard to peck around for insects, seeds, and other foods on the ground. Peck means to bite or strike with the beak. As long as there is food on the ground, chickens tend to stay close to home, so there is little need to worry about them running away. Generally, chickens need help from the farmer to get all the food that they need. The farmer feeds them special pellets called chicken feed. Is that what you're talking about, Levi? Chicken feed?
Yeah.
Or he can feed them the dried corn, wheat, and oats. time on some farms, chickens live in a chicken coop. Right, Liam? A chicken coop is not a fancy shelter. It usually consists of a small building where the chickens make their nest and where they roost or sleep at night. The chicken coop also has a fenced-in dirt yard. The main reason for having a fence is to keep other animals out. Chickens are tasty, and because they can't fly, they would be easy prey for other animals, including owls, foxes, raccoons, weasels, and skunks.
Or bear.
That's right. These creatures are nocturnal predators. Can you say nocturnal?
Nocturnal.
Nocturnal predators, meaning they are animals that hunt at night. So every farmer needs to make sure that the chickens are all safely locked up in the coop every night before he or she goes to bed. Female chickens are called hens. Hens lay eggs, which many people like to eat. On some farms, the farmer collects or takes the eggs from the chicken's nest each morning and on the evening. On other farms, the hens lay their eggs in cages with sloping bottoms, so the eggs roll out into a conveyor belt that collects them. The farmer and his family eat the eggs, or they sell them to other people. Eggs have hard shells. If you crack the shell, you can break open the egg and release the yolk and the white. Egg yolk is yellow, and egg white is actually clear, though it turns white when you cook it. Some people like to eat fried or scrambled or boiled eggs for breakfast. Eggs are also used to make other foods, like cakes and cookies and baked goods. So, look at this egg here on this frying pan here. That's called, we call that a sunny side up egg. How many of you like to eat your eggs like this?
No.
Well, some people like eggs like this. My little girls love eggs like this. We call them runny eggs at the house. Because if you take the yellow part will run, and then you like take the bread and like soak it in the bread, and it's so good. You should try it sometime.
Oh,
You like that, Piper? You do? You like that, Rosie? It's good, isn't it?
Have you tried the eggs in the
This hen laid several eggs, and now she is sitting on her eggs. If the farmer does not collect the eggs, the hen will keep sitting on them to keep them warm and protected. This is called nesting. After the hen sits on the eggs for about 21 days, something amazing will happen. A chick will be born, and it will use its beak to crack open the shell from the inside. For 21 days, the chick has gradually grown inside the egg. All this time, it has been using the egg yolk and the white as its food. Within a few hours, the chick will be fluffy and yellow. On some farms, the eggs are hatched in incubators, machines that warm the eggs, just like the mother hen. And sometime I will have to show you, I've got some pictures. When I used to teach second grade, I had one of those incubators, and it was like a little box, and I put the eggs in it, and it kept the eggs warm. It was like a pretend chicken sitting on the eggs, and I would have to flip them, and then we got to watch them hatch, and we had little chicks, and I've got pictures of it. I have to show you guys something, okay?
I have chickies, but they died.
Hens are good mothers. They naturally know to sit on eggs to keep them warm and how to raise baby chicks. They will even sit on other hens or other birds. Unlike cows and pigs, chickens do not produce milk to feed their young. So are chickens mammals? No. Remember we said yesterday that mammals feed their babies milk, right? So chickens are not mammals, because do they feed their babies milk? No. After the chicks hatch or come out of their eggs, they quickly learn to scratch and peck. Soon these chicks will be ready to peck the ground to find food for themselves. So, do you guys remember when Levi said that he fed his chickens worms? Well, that's what they're pecking for. They're pecking for like worms and insects and stuff. That's why they peck.
Last year I had some, but they died because my dogs ate them.
That's right, you gotta be careful. Male chickens are called roosters. So, what are female chickens called?
Roosters.
Female chickens are called hens. Can you say hen?
Male chickens are.
And male chickens are called roosters.
I got one with.
And this is a picture of a rooster. Isn't he pretty? Yeah, I think he's pretty too.
That's the one I had last year.
The farmer usually only keeps one rooster in the chicken coop. Roosters do not lay eggs. Like the hens you saw earlier, this rooster has a red comb on top of his head. So if you look at this chicken's head, do you see this red part here?
Yeah.
That's called the comb. Is it comb? Yeah. If you compare this rooster to the hens, you will also notice that he has a larger wattle. The wattle is the flat of bare skin that hangs down on the bird's throat. Do you see this part? That's the wattle. And you know, we've been making a lot of turkeys here lately, and we've seen their wattle too, haven't we? Yeah. Roosters have larger wattles than the hens. Roosters are famous for perching on fences and even on rooftops. If they can flap or scamper to the top of the barn and crowing, cock-a-doodle-doo. Roosters are alarm clocks for farmers because they often crow as soon as the sun starts to rise. And getting up early is just fine for farmers because they know that the early bird gets the worm. Roosters continue crowing from time to time throughout the day, but they usually do not go cock-a-doodle-doo at night. That's funny, isn't it? Do y'all like hearing me sound like a chicken?
We also like chicken little.
Of course, farmers don't raise chickens just for their eggs. Many people like to eat chicken. One of my favorites is fried chicken. But some folks like to eat roasted chicken or barbecue chicken. A popular food many kids like to order when they go out to eat is called chicken fingers. Of course, chickens don't really have fingers. Chicken fingers are simply strips of cooked chicken meat that you eat with your fingers. So do you see this right here? Well, that one looks like a grilled chicken finger, but and you see your chicken nuggets there, right?
I love everything on butter.
Well, that's about everything I can tell you about chickens, and mine are probably getting hungry right now. So I better go throw a few scoops of feed into their coop. So old MacDonald told, what was the main idea of this story? The main idea, Olivia.
About chicken.
About chickens. Yeah. Old MacDonald told us all about chickens, didn't he? Yeah. Old MacDonald did teach us all about chickens. I keep going. All right. What is a male chicken called? Do you remember what the male chicken's called? Shaylin. What's the male chicken called? Luke.
What's the
Dylan, what's a male chicken called? A rooster. Can you say rooster?
Rooster.
Good. And what's a female chicken called, Leah? A hen. Good. I bet Levi can answer this one. Levi, does a rooster or a hen lay eggs?
A hen.
A hen. Right. Roosters don't lay eggs, do they?
No.
Ooh. Let's see if you can remember this one. What is the yellow in the middle of the egg called? Piper.
Yeah.
The yolk. Woohoo! you actually have
Nothing.
the life cycle of the chicken. Okay? So, what you're going to do is we're going to start at what? 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Okay? And 6 is the last step. So, you're going to look here at the bottom and you're going to decide what happens first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Let's look at these pictures down here at the bottom so that you know what they are.
Is that egg?
So here you have the egg with the yolk, and then you have the egg with the chicken in it, and then you have the egg with the chicken pecking his way out of the shell. Remember we talked about how he pecks his way out of the shell? And then we have the chicken, the little baby chick here that has just popped out of the shell. And then you have the chick, and then you have the hen or the rooster, depending on if it's a boy or a girl, right? Okay. So you're going to cut these pictures out, and you're going to put them in order. Okay. I hope that you guys enjoyed my lesson today, and I will see you guys later. Bye.